federal judge rules that inmates can receive stimulus payments, but some local sheriff's offices haven't been told.
Halloween is off to an early start in Pittsburgh, Kansas, with a trunk-or-treat event that's attracting a large crowd, but in a safe way. Details are coming up.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
A federal judge decides that inmates are eligible to receive stimulus checks. This is KOAM News at 10. A judgment in a federal lawsuit means that the federal government cannot deny inmates stimulus checks from the CARES Act passed in March. And we're told that does include inmates in county jails. That's according to the California law firm that filed the lawsuit. The IRS also has to send paperwork for applying to officials who can help inmates file that paperwork they can. But only 1 out of the 7 area sheriff's offices we talked to have received the necessary paperwork for inmates. That one is Cherokee County.
Primarily will impact state prisons more so than county jails, but there are instances with county jails where an inmate may have been incarcerated maybe a couple of years waiting for trial. So there is potential for somebody to be incarcerated today that may have been incarcerated when those initial payments, stimulus checks went out.
Inmates have to send their paperwork back to the IRS by November 4th. The Kansas Sheriff's Association is taking it upon themselves to distribute as much paperwork as they can to sheriffs in the state. Pittsburgh police tonight are investigating a shooting that happened around 2:30 this afternoon on East Madison in Pittsburgh. Police say the victim got into a fight with 2 people and was shot. The victim is recovering in a Joplin hospital. Police say the 2 suspects drove away after the shooting. Investigators are now saying the man wanted in connection with a Southwest Missouri murder is the victim's adult son. The Vernon County, Missouri Sheriff's Office says the body of 63-year-old Connie Goodwin was discovered Wednesday in the Deerfield area on Quail Road. Neighbors say police were at this Vernon County house close to the intersection with T Highway. Then yesterday, a development in the case out of Hot Springs, Arkansas. Police say they found possible evidence in the back of a pickup in a Hot Springs Walmart parking lot. Through surveillance video, they discovered it had been put in the truck at a hotel the night before. The Hot Springs, Arkansas Police Department is looking for the victim's son, Aaron Goodwin. He's wanted for abandonment of a corpse. They believe he's armed and dangerous, and they say he was last seen in Hot Springs, Arkansas. Doug Hetty joins us. It's been a nice way to end the work week, Doug.
Yeah, after a very cold, rainy all week long, finally we got a full day of sunshine for us today, and our temperatures responded. 65 for a high after a cold start, 30, a pretty good frost during the morning hours. Average high is 67, so right where we should be for this time of the year. We've had clear skies all day long. A few mid and upper level clouds have been streaming through, but in general, it looks great. Nothing going on across the entire Central Plains. And temperatures, not bad, 45 to about 50 degrees. We got south winds, which will keep our temperatures up just a little bit for us tonight. So it's not going to be as cold tonight as what we did see last night into the morning hours, down to about 42, 51 by 9, 61 by noon, high temp right around 66 during the afternoon hours. Of course, we're going to look at Halloween evening and down the road here in just a bit.
All right, we'll see you soon. Officials at the Nevada Regional Medical Center say they're supporting an investigation and response to an outbreak of COVID-19 at Moreview Care Center. The nursing home is near the Nevada Regional Medical Center. The first case of COVID-19 was discovered October 20th. Since then, 39 residents and 23 staff members have tested positive. Family members have been contacted. Been a lot of activity going on at the former Toys R Us building on Rangeline in Joplin. City officials confirmed to us that a building permit has been filed for work on the building for Big Lots. Building by Big Lots, rather. We reached out to Big Lots officials who said they could not comment at this time. Big Lots does have a store in Webb City on Madison. The number 13 has some negative connotations around it. A lot of people consider it to be unlucky. However, it's a number you have to look to find the city of Joplin when it comes to the streets. There's one small stretch, about 0.2 of a mile of actual 13th Street. The other several miles of that road are named, not numbered. Is it superstition, or is there a more reasonable explanation? Well, the community historian Brad Belk says it's tough to say for sure.
So it is just ironic. You know, the city council has the ability to name streets and do as they wish in that respect, and that's when you really start finding out about the history of our community. Many of them have historical connections, the names. Some we recognize immediately, others not so much.
There are 13th streets in a number of area communities, including Webb City, Carthage, and Pittsburgh. Still ahead, we're going to look at how a local trunk or treat event is adapting to COVID-19. Large crowds and COVID-19 can be a scary combination, but the Pittsburgh Parks and Recreation Department found a way to pull it off, all in the name of Halloween fun. KOAM's Mike Mahoney checked out Pittsburgh's drive-through trunk or treat event this afternoon.
COVID-19 continues to alternate the way people celebrate, and Halloween in the four-state area is no exception. That could be seen in Pittsburgh Friday at this trunk-or-treat event put on by the city's Parks and Recreation Department, which was a strictly drive-through affair. But the event at the Don Gutteridge Sports Complex didn't happen until the Crawford County Health Department signed off on safety measures.
Everybody's been very creative about making safer ways to celebrate, and this certainly is one of them, and I'm just as pleased as it can be that we're working together.
At a drive-through trunk-or-treat, the kids have it easy. Everybody was required to stay in their seats while representatives for various organizations put goodie bags, candies, and other treats in the passing vehicles. The entire process was contactless, and all the kids had to worry about was showing off their cool costumes.
I think we're all looking for a little bit of normalcy, and while this isn't exactly that way, I think it's a great, safe alternative, and I think the kids are having a great time tonight.
This was the first annual trunk-or-treat event for the city, and some attendees think it could be the start of a new tradition. In Pittsburgh, Mike Mahoney, KOAM News.
The trunk or treat event in Pittsburgh was such a big hit, a long line of traffic formed outside the Don Gutteridge Sports Complex. Officials were on hand to help keep the line moving. Tomorrow is going to be a little more spooky than usual this year. The Halloween sky will be lit by a blue moon, the second full moon in the month. This will also be the first blue moon in the U.S. since March of 2018. Despite its name, a blue moon is not necessarily actually blue. The phrase "once in a blue moon" usually means a rare occurrence that can be either lucky or unlucky. That blue moon will help brighten up your Halloween haunted house trips. This weekend is the last chance to get the pants scared off of you if you go to places like the Waco Schoolhouse in Asbury, Missouri. We caught up with one of the people who will be doing the scaring, and they say they'll miss you.
By the end of the season, actors, ourselves, we're all wore out. But the thing that brings you back, you see the smiles, you hear the screams. It's just an adrenaline rush to get you coming back each time.
Waco closes for the season at 11 p.m. on Sunday. Now, if you want to see KOAM's Jesse Irwin go through the schoolhouse, check out the morning show page at KOAMnewsnow.com. You really ought to see it. Doug is going to be right back with the complete forecast. First, though, we take time to honor a local veteran. Machinist mate third class Ronald Blackford. The Pittsburgh native served in the U.S. Navy, and we are proud to salute Machinist mate third class Ronald Blackford. He's tonight's four-state hero.
Well, at least we ended the work week on a good note, as we had the rain, even some ice most of the week, clouds, and then today finally we got sunshine all day long. Turned out to be a fantastic day. Great time-lapse Indigo Sky Casino and Resort. You can see the trees are changing colors. We finally got the sunshine. Pretty much a full moon outside, which is also fairly nice. Zooming in, temperatures right now in Joplin, we are sitting at 50. South winds are light at about 5. Humidity is at 68%. And you can see our temps around the metro. Most of us from 49 Oronogo, 52 in Neosho, 50 in Granby. We jump over into Oklahoma, a little bit cooler, mid-40s. Miami, Commerce, Pittsburgh is sitting at 46 degrees, and this is consistent across the entire four-state area. Most of us from 45 to about 50 degrees. I think we'll drop back to about 41 42 degrees by morning. So it's not going to be as cold as what we saw this morning due to a south wind. It's going to keep our temps up just a little bit. Those winds are going to increase a little bit for us tomorrow, but besides that, we look pretty good. A few little mid and upper level clouds streaming through, but the entire Central Plains, nothing going on. In fact, the entire country, there's nothing going on until you jump right up across parts of Montana. You can see a weak little system. That system will affect us tomorrow night with a cold front, but I don't think we're going to see much of anything with it. Maybe a few clouds, but I think any rain will stay off to our east. Lower 40s tonight. Look at Saturday. Looks great. Mostly sunny skies. Mid 60s for highs. Here's your day planner. 42 to start, 60 by noon. High temp is 66. It is going to be a little windy. South winds at 10 to 20 as we head through the afternoon hours. Tomorrow evening, a cold front arrives. Again, we'll get some clouds with it. It'll cool us back down to about 38 tomorrow night. And then on Sunday, it's still going to be a nice day. It's going to be cooler, but we're still going to go into the mid 50s for highs. Let's go down the road. We are in this new pattern for about the next 10 months. We have some big systems in this pattern, but we also have these gigantic holes of nothing going on. And we are in one of those gigantic holes. So for the next 9 days, we're not going to get any big storm systems in here. Let's go 66 tomorrow. Any trick-or-treaters tomorrow night? Looks fine, a little chilly, but we're going to be dry, sitting into the 50s. Don't forget, set your clocks back 1 hour tomorrow night. A little cooler on Sunday, but look at Election Tuesday. You can't say, besides, well, there's no reason weather-wise to not go vote. 72 degrees. Had to watch what I said there.
Yeah, I guess so. Thanks, Doug. Have a good weekend. Doug and I are getting out of here so we can turn it over to Jacob, the rest of the sports team. Friday night football action straight ahead.
4 States Friday night. Brought to you by Labette Health, G&B Bank, and Cobb Realty.
What's up, everybody? Welcome into Week 10 of 4 State Friday Night. I'm KOAM Sports Director Jacob Leonard. It's playoff time. We're going to start tonight's show in Southeast Kansas in the 3A state playoff bracket. Now, in round 1, it's undefeated Columbus at home against CNC rival Girard. The winner of this one plays for a regional championship next week. First quarter, pitch to Connor Oliveira. He gets the first score of the game, 17 yards. Trojans up 6-0. The Titans have the answer. Jackson Harity loads up, going to Landon Midget. Midget comes down with it, 61 yards. We got a 6-6 ball game. And next Girard possession, Ben Nigaman keeps it, goes right, breaks one tackle. Then it's a foot race. Nigaman wins that foot race, 56-yarder. Trojans back in front. That was just a good first half for Girard. Right before the break, Nigaman going to the air, finds Mason Hubner. Trojans go to the break up 19-12. And they didn't stop in the second half. Nigaman on 3rd and 21 from the 30. This ain't a problem. Finds Logan Thomas deep down the middle. That makes it 26-12 Girard. And then in the 4th, Garrett Humble knocks through a 27-yard field goal. That makes it a 3-score game. And that was enough. Girard, huge win tonight. They knock off undefeated Columbus 29-18. The Trojans advance to face Prairie View next Friday. Well, speaking of undefeated teams, the Fort Scott Tigers are 6-0 heading into the 4A playoffs. The Tigers are one of just 2 4A teams in the state to go undefeated in the regular season. Now, Fort Scott hopes to keep that momentum going tonight, hosting Bonner Springs in their playoff opener. Starting in the 1st, Tigers ball. Malachi Van drops back and lets it fly. However, going to find the hands of Cortland Hervey. Bonner Springs takes over possession. Now later on in the 1st, Fort Scott has the ball again. It's 3rd and long. Van will call his own number. Runs it for the first down as the quarter ends. Then Jacob Stinnett takes the handoff. He about gets taken down behind the line of scrimmage, but he doesn't. He will get down to the 1-yard line, and then that would lead to this. Ball going back to Stinnett. He actually punches this one in. Plenty of offense in this one. Fort Scott gets a big win, 48-22. The Galena Bulldogs earned a home playoff game to begin the playoffs, finishing the regular season with a 6-1 overall record. Their only loss was to undefeated district champion Columbus. Now Galena faces CNC rival Frontenac in the first round of the 3A bracket. Frontenac 4-4 coming into this one. Pick it up in the second quarter, Galena trailing. Deacon Henson on the handoff. He gets loose down the middle, but is brought down just shy of the goal line. It's a 47-yard gain. Brett Sarwinski would punch it in 2 plays later. Bulldogs, though, down 12-7 at the break. A third quarter, same score. Sarwinski, he'll take a shot this time. Mario Mangini is going to come up with the interception, though. Raiders unable to turn that into points. Frontenac extends its lead in the fourth. Colin McCartney keeps it, goes up the gut and scores from 4 yards out. Frontenac actually pulls away from Galena in this one. They advance 25-7. Frontenac gets the winner of this one. Parsons, in the playoffs in their first year under head coach Jeff Scheibe, faces Burlington tonight in the first round. Vikings not able to get it done tonight, falling 56-22. So it will be Frontenac and Burlington next week for a regional title and a spot in the state quarterfinals. The Carl Junction Bulldogs are playing their best football at the right time. The Bulldogs won 3 of their last 4 to close out the regular season. CJ aims to stay rolling tonight, facing former Big 8 rival Monette in the first round of districts. The Bulldogs off to a fast start. This first play from scrimmage. Alex Baker to Cole Stewart. Brought down at the 1, about a 50-yard connection there. Moments later, Brady Sims finishes it off. He's in for the 1-yard score. Bulldogs up 7-0 just 30 seconds in. Later in the first, check out this handoff to Corbin McCauley. Great hit here by Hunter Rowe. Like to see hard hits on Friday night. Then, time winding down in the quarter. Baker to the air again. This time, it's Noah Southern. 44-yard touchdown. CJ up 14-0 at the end of the first. The Bulldogs go on to roll Monette tonight, 45-9. Class 5 District 6 here. Neosho on the road against Ozark in the first round. No problem tonight for the Tigers. They win at 40-7. Ozark moves on to face Webb City in the district semifinals next week. Well, we got to take our one and only break here on 4 State Friday night. When we come back, we got playoff highlights out of Pittsburgh, McDonald County, and Aurora. First, though, here are a few more of tonight's scores from across the area. The Colgan Panthers earned a district championship last week, beating Riverton for the top spot in 2A District 1. Colgan went 4-0 in district play and 5-2 overall. The Panthers open up the playoffs tonight at home, facing the Eureka Tornadoes out of the Tri-Valley. Starting in the third, Panthers ball. Bryce Wood gets the handoff, pushes through a few defenders. First down, Colgan to end the third, but big defensive play by Garrison Spoons keeps the Panthers to a field goal. Listen to this. Right now, they're up 51-0. So late in the fourth, Eureka with the ball. Pass to Connor Hughes, gets caught between his legs for the completion. Pretty sweet grab here. And that leads to this. Zach Hilton gets the pass, takes it all the way to the house. That's the first Eureka score, but it was also the only Eureka score. Colgan gets a big win, 51-7. The McDonald County Mustangs have been a good story all year. The Mustangs went 4-4 in the regular season, their best record since 2017. And McDonald County actually gets to host the playoff game tonight. Mustangs playing Marshfield, first round of the Class 4 District 5 playoffs. Here in the second, Marshfield ball on the handoff, going outside and dives in for the opening score. Later on in the first, Matt County ball, handoff to Bailey Lewis. You know what he's about. Even at 7 there. To the third, Matt County again. And again, it's Lewis getting to the far side. He gets into the end zone. That pushes the Mustangs lead to 17-7. Now one more from Matt County. Pass to Levi Malone in the end zone. This makes it 24-7. McDonald County keeps the season alive. They win this one 37-14. Class 4 District 6, another surprise team this year. Nevada earns a home playoff game tonight against Harrisonville. And how about this? They put 56 on them. Tigers top Harrisonville tonight, 56-41. Nevada face Helias Catholic in the district semifinals next week. The Seneca Indians open districts tonight against Aurora. Winner here gets Mount Vernon next week. Now Seneca up 5. Jackson Graham finds a hole and scampers in. Graham goes for 247 on 30 carries tonight for the Indians. The Dogs need an answer, and they wasted no time. First play, Aaron Fisher to Brody Sims. First down catch and run. Now that sets up Cole Rollman on the pitch to the far side. He's in for 6 to make it 28-22 Seneca. And the Indians hang on for the upset 35-30. They'll get Mount Vernon in the semifinals. Well, finally, before we go, it's time for our KOAM News Now Insta Poll. We're asking for you to vote which team you think had the biggest playoff win of the night. Is it the Girard Trojans knocking off undefeated Columbus in the first round? How about these guys? Frontenac knocking Galena out in the first round. Or is it the Nevada Tigers? They dropped 56 on Harrisonville to move on to the district semifinals. Just go to KOAMnewsnow.com/vote to get your vote, and we'll keep that poll open through about noon tomorrow. Now, that's all the time we have here tonight on 4 State Friday Night. If you missed anything, you can check out highlights and a complete scoreboard on our website shortly. Just go to the sports page at KOAMnewsnow.com. Thanks so much for staying up late with us tonight. We'll see you right back here next week.